Hey, you are now tuned in to the Verve Rev podcast. You did.
Due to some technical difficulties, you'll only be able to hear Smooth Kells and We Love Ricky for this episode.
All right, yo, welcome to our Love Podcast. I'm your host, Kelly, and this is
We Love Ricky.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. Welcome back, Ricky. We miss you, bro. Welcome back, my guy. Happy New Year. We keep been ghosting us.
I had to let you do a little 1-2 on your own real quick. I was fucking with the last episode you did. Last 2 episodes was dope. Shout out to John. He was a great, co-host. Thank you for stepping up.
You was doing
I fucked with both of them for real.
Yeah, thank
so
you.
It was cool just watching for a little bit. I remember when I used to watch, and now I'm like the host. So sometimes it feels good to just stay on the sideline and see shit happen.
Yes, sir. Well, Happy New Year, my guy. Welcome back.
Appreciate it.
So today we got one and only. No, what? I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man, because I don't want to mess up your name and shit.
Boston's very own.
So
Book Bad Booney, I'm in the building for sure.
let's get it. So how you doing, man? How you doing today?
Man, I'm doing good. Feeling good. Sunday, late football
Yes, sir.
Sunday. Yeah.
Welcome. And we also got Eric in the building.
Sir, what's up, baby?
Nice.
Feeling good tonight.
Famous, infamous.
Yo, appreciate that.
Got that yellow silk on.
Yes, sir, baby.
Yes, sir.
Y'all see it?
Extra
Y'all see
break
it?
today, So how you guys doing, man? How's everybody weekend, man?
Weekend good. Can't complain. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I chilled this weekend. I actually linked with James last night. Happy birthday to the twins.
Yeah.
Shout out
Gigi and
to
Nicole.
no party.
Yeah.
That's lit.
Yeah.
That's lit. We got a show coming up too.
Oh, shit. Let's talk about it.
We got a show coming up. We wanted to see y'all. Me and AR wanted to see y'all at the last one we just had.
Eric don't tell us nothing.
I would
Eric don't tell us
Yeah.
nothing.
I would have put up for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We got
Where'd
y'all
you do
in
that?
We was in Pawtucket.
Oh wow.
Well, I
Yeah, I
was at Mango.
Yeah, we was at Mango's.
Oh wait, Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Okay, now we could have did that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Connecticut. I'm bugging out right now.
Oh yeah, CT.
Nah, yeah.
This thing is hungry, that's why.
I'm mad hungry. I told James to pull up get some food.
Word.
And I was like, wait, what time he was like 7 minutes. I was like, damn, that's slow.
Yeah.
Slow.
Oh man.
But all right, man. Let's get to it, man. So you got the album out, right?
Yeah, I dropped the EP. Now I ain't even gonna call it an album. So EP.
How many songs was on it?
6 songs on the EP.
I got to hear. Was that song that I was just listening to that was on the EP?
Yeah, that was part of the
Just
EP.
fire. Like I had seen when you posted a little clip
Word.
on your shit, so I actually got to listen to it.
Mhm.
I'm like, this shit's alright. I fuck with it. What's the track called?
You was playing the Crying the Ben song.
No, you talking him down.
Him
Him
Brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, him
Him
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
I didn't get to listen to the other ones, but I mean, actually, I just heard a few of them. But I know that one's gonna be my favorite, regardless, because that shit really you can relate to it. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
for sure.
it's a real relatable song. Like, especially if you're a nigga, like it's mad relatable.
Yeah, for
real.
sure. Definitely a vibe. Shout out Bougie Leak on the feature too.
Sure.
Got him up there on that Him Brown. But that song, like, it's
Yeah,
a
how you
fun
come
song.
up with that? How you come up with
Yeah,
that? What was
talk
you
to
thinking?
us, man. Bring that energy.
Yeah,
man.
what was you thinking when you came up with that?
Like, look, like,
Where was you at? What was your headspace at? Like, what was you doing?
shit, how we came up with Him Brown, like, I ain't even gonna hold you. You know how everybody, you got the little saying, like, I'm him.
Yeah.
They be like, I'm him. So,
Timothy.
like,
Yeah.
being bro, like, we be on the phone sometimes, and niggas might be just saying that, and then we just find it, just say, I say, you know what, we gonna make a song called Him Brown, or some shit like that. We didn't even have the song, we had the name before we had the song.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Sure.
Women, they hate that term. Like I seen that Justin LeBoy post where it's like, yo, I just hate that. You
Yeah.
like that him, but like, you gotta big up yourself sometimes. If you him, you him. You get it, you get it. You feel me? Like,
They hate it, but
yeah.
when we performed it, the
Yeah.
ladies showed the most love to
Yeah.
it. So.
No, I was just talking about the term. Like
The term, yeah,
when
him.
when guys say I'm
Yeah.
him, they
Yeah.
ain't hearing that shit.
Who the fuck is him?
I don't even think I say that. I don't say I'm him.
Yeah.
We just gonna say Him Brown.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you gotta say. Him Brown. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It ain't a ain't a person like ain't a specific person.
Anybody could be him
Everybody
Brown.
could
Well,
be him
not
Brown.
anybody. You gotta be.
You gotta be him
So,
Brown.
You gotta be that
Yeah.
nigga for real. You can't just go around throwing it over lightning and shit.
Nah, you
Yeah.
gotta have a reason behind it and everything. Like,
Sure.
gotta show yourself like why that person.
Yo, bust the chorus real quick, cause I fuck with the chorus heavy, bro.
Of course, 5 groupies in the group pick. She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit.
Yes, sir.
Caption say that's who she cool with. Him Brown.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now.
We gonna play that shit later for ya.
Fire. Yo, nah, that shit.
That shit
I was listening to that shit like, yeah, that's gonna be my birthday. That's gonna be my birthday caption for real.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
That's
fuck with that. I was like, yo,
Sure.
my birthday. I'm gonna save this for. I'm gonna save this for March. Like,
I'm saving the cash.
you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I ain't gonna lie, I tell people all the time. Like, people see me, like, oh, you mad, Carter? I'm like, yo, I come from nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally, like, it was never given to me. I literally worked for everything. Like, nigga, I grew up as, niggas was in Section 8, eating
All
fucking
that.
ramen noodles,
All
peanut
that.
butter and shit. So,
Mhm.
bro, you don't show it off. You had, I'm like, yeah, because it was like, I remember I used to, like, really just, like, think about nights like this, be like, yo, I used to be like, damn, like, God, like, yo, I want to be, like, I ain't where I want to be, but, like, I can't say I'm, like, not better off than most people. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
for
so
sure.
it's like, coming from that and working my way to where I'm at now just makes me even, like, now I want to, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in the penthouse. I want to do all that.
Yeah.
It's like, because I got to that tier that I wanted to. I got past that first tier and I got to keep going
Keep
up
going.
type of shit. So when it's something like that, it's like, yeah, I remember when I really wasn't shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
you really
now,
wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
shit.
why-
That shit happens.
That's why I said it's so relatable, and that's why and it's the chorus, like y'all niggas did y'all thing for real. What got you into rapping, bro?
No bullshit. I used to like write poems when I was younger.
See,
That shit.
I hear that a lot.
Like I really used to write poems when I was like 10 and all that other shit like that, like 10, 9, and like it's like coming up in life and shit. So I used to write these poems, but this would be about shit I would see like growing up. So it was like 12, I'm still writing poems. My cousin came from Philly. He came down from Philly and he seen my little poem book. He did music. So he was like, yo, why don't you turn this shit into like rhymes and all that other stuff, So I was like, alright, and he used to start playing beats and he be singing and rap. He could sing, rap, and do everything, like, So played all the instruments, anything you want. So it was like, one day he told me like, yo, bro, we about to go to church on a Sunday. I was like 12. He's like 16, 17. He's like, we went into church, everything. Like he got up, asked the pastor like, yo, I do music. He started hopping on the piano, singing, and everyone was like, "Who the hell is this?" I mean, like, he ain't even from up here. He just from Philly. Came up and did that, and then when I seen how he just got,
Philly niggas is like that though.
Yeah,
real just aggressive, cocky. Like they know they the shit. They act. Like, you know what I mean? That's really that's Philly niggas for real. Like
that's a fact. And when I seen how he got like just the people in the church to gravitate to him like that, it just made me want to do music. And he just told me always tell your story and everything, do your music. So that's how I really got into it.
He's still doing music too.
Yeah, he still.
Y'all got any features together?
Nah, we don't got no features. Like he be
Not yet.
not yet, definitely not yet. But we gonna get some. Like he be engineering. He like set up shows and all that shit. He was on The Voice singing and all that type of stuff. I just gotta get back down to Philly, checking with him. We good, but we be talking day to day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Eric? What you got going on, Will?
Yeah, how I get into management?
Yeah, I get yeah.
Nah, yeah, for sure. So I just had like business management as my background, and Booney's always been my bro. So he was like, "Yo, how about you be my manager, bro? Like, yo, let's really make this take off." And at first I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." But I wasn't really doing manager things.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't setting up no shows, we wasn't having no meetings, no interviews, doing no podcasts. We wasn't having no radio visits, stuff like that. But after a month or two, we sat down and was like, "Yo, let's start taking this for real. Like, yo, let's take this serious. Let's really get this off the ground." And ever since then, bro, everything's been peace. I can't lie. We had a couple shows going, and
How many shows you guys done so far?
what we like 5?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
We have a few shows.
Yeah.
We have another one booked next month, so we excited. We excited.
Got one on the 3rd, February 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Back out, Mangoes pop out through there.
Back outside, boys.
So wait, how long have you officially been rapping? I know you've been doing the poetry shit for a little bit, but like when did you really start, like, you know,
Yo,
like you actually got your first shit produced?
yo, no bullshit. I'm gonna tell you this. Like, the first time I went and recorded something, I was in high school. Like, I left out of like high school. I dipped out. I was at Dorchester High. It was the first song I recorded. I left. I went to like, I ain't had no rap name, no nothing. We skipped school. We ended up at one of my niggas' fucking studios and shit. He had that shit set up. And then he rap right now too. So I sat up there and recorded something over there. And he was like, yo, what's your rap name? Shit, I didn't even have one. I just told him my first name. And he was like, bro, this can't be your rap name.
That's a
that
fact.
shit. So I was like, bro, I don't know. And then from there, I was listening to that shit. I'm like, yo, I might be able to fuck with it. We'll go through like the terrible studios. And we worked our way all the way up, getting to the good studios. I went from niggas,
Somebody's
cribs,
room.
bedrooms,
Yep.
to basements, and then we went to garages, and now like we in studios, and all that. So that's really how that shit really came about. But I didn't take it consistent till I had a show in Philly in 2018. I had a show in Philly, you know. Then I got into a bad car accident. I lost all my memory and shit.
Damn.
You feel me? I lost all my shit. I didn't know how old I was. Couldn't know my name. None of that shit. Didn't know my dupes. All that shit. My shorty at the time. Like, nigga, I was all fucked up. I didn't know.
Crazy.
I didn't know nobody. Like, you know. And then I had to regain all my shit back. And then that shit took some time. And then doing music is what helped me get that shit back, because it made me remember shit.
Yeah.
So then I started taking that shit serious, crazy. 2019, like I ain't let off like since then, for sure.
That's what's up.
Now, who came up with the name? Like, did somebody come up with that name for you, or you just was like, you know
But Bad
what?
Booney?
Yeah.
Nah, see, look, no bullshit. My last name is Boone, so
Okay.
like when I came out the womb, my grandma gave me my name, Booney. As soon as I came out, my mom's that's Booney. Like, you know, so I already had that name my whole life. So even growing up, when I was rapping before I switched my name, I just switched my name to Bad Booney in like 2019. Like I just got my name over to that shit. Before it was never Book Bad Booney. I had like 3 different fucking rap names before. No cap. I had like 3 different rap names. Them shits is, I don't even want to bring them shits up, like, you know.
Don't be embarrassed.
Yo, no bullshit. I had one rap name. One of my rap names was Young Yoga. You feel me?
Young yoga.
Young
Yoda or yoga?
Yoga, like
Yoga stretcher?
Like stretch it.
Young Yoda would have been alright though.
Nah, Young
Like,
Yoda, it was
like
smooth.
that shit. You just think about like a young wise nigga. Like Young Yoda would have been lit.
Nah, not Yoda.
But
Yoga.
yeah, nah, I know you said.
But nah, I had
Yoda,
a, what's that shit called where you have like, I had an acronym behind the yoga.
Oh, okay,
You know,
okay.
so yoga stands for you only gotta achieve.
Oh,
So it was my
okay.
OGA. So that's why I was like, yeah, I'm calling myself, yo, gotta achieve this shit. But then, like, no bullshit, my cousin told me one time, like, he was like, bro,
That shit.
I
right.
call you Booney, bro. I'm not calling you yoga. I know there's some niggas that's calling you yoga. Just be Booney. Be yourself, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
Booney, bro. Like, you know, I know you got the rap name, but who out here is Booney, bro? So I was like, fuck it, you know? Everybody was calling me it already, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well just
Why you ain't go by Boston Booney?
Boston Booney. Hell no.
I don't know. I like how that sound. I like
Boston
Book Bad
Booney.
Booney.
Hey yo!
They say, yo, Boston Booney.
Yeah.
Come to the stage, Boston Booney. Nah, I couldn't do it. Like, if you put Boston in your name, like, I just feel like
You ain't going nowhere.
that shit ain't
Nah,
going
let's talk
nowhere.
about it. That was actually one of my questions too. We'll talk about it later. But
Okay.
I don't think that shit gonna go nowhere. It's gonna be like, why you calling yourself Boston?
you heard of Boston Richie?
Yeah, I heard of Boston Richie. I think that's the only nigga that can get away with it. you
Hey,
know?
but I don't know, that nigga ain't from Boston though, is he?
Nah,
I ain't never heard that nigga ever, bro.
I think he from down south, like one of them Florida, Georgia niggas, some shit like that.
Yeah.
But,
That was like Boston Richie. I'm like, I ain't. That nigga must have just been on some underground shit.
Yeah.
He from here and really just. Because I was like, that
when I
name
first
did
heard
not
one of
ring
his songs, I
bells to
thought
me.
the same shit. thought the same shit. I'm like, Real Boston Richie. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that? I ain't never heard of who that
Yeah,
was.
that's what I was
Yeah, not at all.
So let me ask you this, Eric. You know what I mean, because I know all the questions going for
No,
him, but
no,
I
we
gotta
good,
ask
we
you
good,
this.
we good.
one.
I had some questions for Eric too.
Yeah,
Like,
since you like your first time, obviously managing
Yeah.
artists and stuff like that. What's the fun part and the challenging part for you?
Yeah. I say the fun part is just this being my bro. Just the success that we've been seeing. Just that's really been the fun part. And the tough part is it's time consuming, to be honest. It takes a lot of time for us to sit down and do these things, but it's fun. So it's just a little bit of both. But I rock with it. Be excited.
What's the biggest challenge
The biggest challenge?
besides the time?
Yeah. I say sometimes just talking to promoters and setting up shows, because some promoters they be a little funny.
Okay.
Like they say certain things and then they turn around and do other things.
fuck
It's like
around, they don't like the prices.
exactly,
all that.
exactly.
Shit,
So
just mad back and forth,
yeah, man.
negotiating and shit.
It's-
Very
so-
tedious. I can imagine like being
So-
a manager is definitely like tedious and
Mhm.
shit, and just really having to like cause like niggas like who the fuck is Bookbag Booney? Like why we gotta have him up in our shit, and that's
Exactly.
literally your job. Like
Exactly.
like his job is like okay, like I'm gonna perform that, and they can still think that shit's lit, but but what makes you like why should I pick him over
Exactly.
everybody else trying to get in there? And that's kind of like really what you got to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
So another question for both of you guys. So how do you guys get your music in the club? Like do you guys have your music playing in the club yet?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Like not just it's not performing, like you just like
Just
the
performing.
DJ playing music.
It depends on
stuff
which DJ, like,
Yeah.
which DJ, like, like fuck with us, you know?
Are you tapped in with
Like,
some
you
Boston
tapped in.
DJs?
Yeah, I'm tapped in with some, like, DJ Dex and shit like that. Like, there's a lot of other DJs that, that's out there and shit. Like, my cousin, she do hair. There's another DJ that I want to tap in with. She do her dreads and all that other shit. There's, man, like, there's some DJs out there, but it's like, we really get our music spent when we at the club. Like, when we go to the club, they'll play our shit. Like, if we in the club,
Yeah.
I could go, we walk up to the DJ and be like, yo, spend some shit. You feel me? They're gonna play it. But mostly when we, like, performing and shit,
Okay.
we performing, we'll have our shit spent.
Yeah, I wanna hear him Brown at the club game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That shit really my shit
Facts,
for
man.
real.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, that shit,
Yeah.
when we perform that shit had that shit going crazy.
You know who Rosewood Bape is?
Yeah, I heard Rosewood. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
remember like I don't know where he be on nowadays, but I remember like back in like 2016, 17 and shit like that.
Yeah.
I was like that nigga used to have like I remember the first time I heard shit in the club. I was like, yo, who is this? And it's like, this some nigga from Milton. I'm
Yeah.
like, word? Yeah, some Haitian nigga from Milton. I'm like, this nigga shit's alright.
Nah, I heard some of his shit. I heard when I was
Yeah,
young,
that taxi
he had
shit that was really
shit.
booming.
Yeah, I liked that shit. That
And-
Miles song.
Yeah.
That Miles shit was my shit. I
Yeah,
ain't
that
gonna lie.
shit was-
I heard Rosewood. I like his shit.
Yeah.
So,
So you ever like who in Boston like you've been like really trying to collab with, like who in Boston you think like will fit good with your sound type shit? Anybody?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, me, I'm so versatile that I feel like some artists, like, they would want to work with me, but it would be like, they feel like they gotta, artists always feel like they gotta come, like, when I tell them, like, we about to do a song, they're like, I gotta get on my
Nah.
game. Like, they
But that's good.
they
though.
get like that with me. So it'll be, some artists will tell me, like, no bullshit, I'm a little shy to get in the studio.
Yeah.
No bullshit. Like, I ain't really trying to, you feel me? I don't want to get outdone on a song or some shit like that. But artists I work with, like, shout out my bro, like Chiz Koppel. Me and Chiz do music.
That's he's tall, dark skinned dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, from Hyde Park.
Yeah. Me and Chiz, we do a lot
Yeah,
of
that's
music.
himself.
Yeah,
I think he
I know
performed
him.
to one of my thing before.
Yeah.
I did like a Jersey party in Wacton. I think he's performing in that shit. Yeah.
Who's I'm thinking about? What's dude's name? There's another dude out here. I think he's kind of nice. Scully, Reem Scully.
Reem Scully?
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely heard of Reem Scully. We talked a few times.
Yeah.
I know his brother been actually DM me, like, his little brother DM me telling me, like, bro, y'all two need to do some shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
we ain't
what,
coming.
that's what I think. I'm like, Reem Scully and Bookbag That shit sound pretty.
Yeah, you got some ring. Ring gotta hit me up, bro. You gotta lock that shit in with me. We follow each other. We talked about it before, but you know, we just gotta make that shit shape.
Yeah, that's Eric's job right
Nah,
there.
yeah, for sure.
Eric got the bus like that.
You gotta step in too, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, when shit ain't moving, you know, you gotta expedite the process
for
for
sure.
your artist type shit.
He know he ain't gotta worry about none of that.
Yeah, I got like, it ain't really hard for me to work with nobody in the city. I probably done talked to, like, you know, like mad people. Cause when I was coming up and I was young, you ever heard of, like D Money?
Yeah, that's
D Money Martinez and everything like
Yeah.
that. Me and him got a song when I was like 17, 18. We got this song called Cardi B. We did that song like before like Cardi B was big.
Yeah.
And that song got like 105, 150 something like thousand views. I was on SoundCloud. He used to record majority of my music when I was like 17, 18, 19, 20,
Yeah.
21. Like I'll be at the Money Studio and shit, you know. So me and him got some songs.
He's a good performer.
Yeah, he's a good performer. Like he got a little band in the garage and shit. So
Yeah, boy, like
dogs. When I used to be younger and shit, we'd be in the stew, and he'll have the garage, like, you know, because he used to be right down the street from where I live, so we'll always link up and shit, you know. So we did music. I did music with Try too. Shit, me and Try got some shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
try.
Yeah,
I ain't really tried in a minute neither. Like,
like
that.
not from
He had an album.
Nah,
He had an album. I was on his
What,
last.
was it last year?
Yeah, he dropped the album like last year, the year before that. I was on that album.
Yeah.
You know, shit. I was towards the end of the list on the album. Like I was on probably like fucking the last 2 songs of the album. So if you did see the album, you probably ain't see everything all the way down there unless you went through the whole thing for sure. But that shit was fire. Shout out, Try.
Let's talk about some music, dog. Cause
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to talk about is like, in your opinion, who's like in the game right now? Who is some of your favorite rappers?
My favorite rappers in the game right now. Damn, bro. 'Cause one of my favorite rappers right now. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on with that situation.
You
now.
just say it,
Yeah,
though.
who is
I don't
it
know
though? Who
if
is
he
it?
told nigga, like, you feel me? Like, used to,
Okay,
like,
so Gunna?
Gunna?
Yeah, Gunna. Like, that was one of my favorite artists.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
looking slower.
That's my shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit pop in my car, I ain't skipping it. Alright, that's probably the one Gunna song. And honestly, I be feeling like niggas be doing too much because most of us be really pedestrians and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like niggas don't really be knowing what real snitching is and shit like that.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
but everybody got their own opinion of what snitching is. Like
Yeah.
for me, if you don't take a plea deal and there's me and James in the car, bro, and they find
Like
a
James
gun,
look like
and they
that.
find
James
a
said-
gun, and they find a gun, right?
And you say
And
it
I'm
ain't
locked
mine.
up,
Yeah.
and I hear James took a plea deal, and in his plea deal, he's saying the gun in the car wasn't his.
Yeah.
Nigga, there's only one other person it could be for. Like,
Yeah,
you ain't
so,
think, oh
yeah.
yeah, the gun was for Ricky, but what else are you really
Yeah.
saying? You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, so it's like, and I feel like that's kind of like what kind of happened basically,
Yeah.
but.
Kind of around.
I'm not gonna lie, I tell niggas all the time, I don't do crime and shit like that, cause it's like,
Sure.
once they start telling me I'm doing 20 years for some shit you did,
It's tough.
you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know, like,
Right.
I can't sit here and be like, oh nah, I'm like, I remember like when I was young and shit, I get in trouble with my friends and shit, little shit like that. Well, yeah, I held it down and shit, because it's like, what, I'm do low, you know what I mean? Like, I'll probably go get my ass whooped once I get home and shit, or da. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
hold that.
nothing.
But when you start talking about a
Time.
good half of
20
my
years,
life, like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
black niggas don't live that long, bro. 20 years be half of a black nigga's life, so it'd be like,
for sure,
I
for
don't
sure.
know, gang. Especially if I used to tell you, like, nigga, like, you ain't gotta bring your shit out everywhere we go, and So especially if I'm doing anything like that, yeah, nigga, you better snitch on yourself so I don't got to, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Like Michael Blackson was saying too, he
The
said
hell?
something in the post, or he put something. He said like sometimes it's better like to have like if both of us in jail. You can't help me in jail, but
Yeah.
it's better for you be out and stuff like that and help me and stuff like that.
That's
So
valid, too.
both of us can be in jail and stuff like that. But then again, you like me personally, I don't know the situation. I don't want to speak on it. So
I don't know the
I just
situation
leave it the
either.
way it is.
I just know if me and my niggas, like, if we involved in anything,
Yeah.
and we both know what's been going on or some shit like that, and we going down and we get caught together,
You
and
knew
we
what
going
the
down,
fuck it
we going
was.
down
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I'm
It's
not
different.
Going,
And that's how I feel
it's-
about. That's how I feel about Gunna. Like, nigga, you know what the fuck was going on.
Mhm.
You rap about it all the time. You talking your shit. You saying you talking about if you get caught, you ain't saying shit. And then it's like, nigga, now it's like you got the opportunity to show us that you was about your word.
Stay solid.
And you know what I mean? I would say, well, my favorite rappers was Vaughn, bro. So I would say, like, that nigga was so true to the shit that he really talked about.
Yeah.
So it's like, I remember I got to an argument because, some shit happened. I was like, rest in peace, Vaughn. Niggas was like, oh, argue with me and shit like that. And I just like, nigga, if that nigga was around, he'd probably kill you too. Like, fuck out of here. Like, cause that nigga really, you know what I mean? Like, one thing I like about rappers is like, when you gonna talk about some shit and you really live it and you really mean it, it's like, I wanna fucking fuck with your shit even harder. Like,
You relate. Like,
Yeah.
for me, that's what I'm doing with my music. I only like to talk about real life shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I ain't just gonna say Gunna. Like,
Yeah.
that's just the, like, you know, I want to work with Dirt. Like, Future, my favorite artist. I know ladies ain't gonna like hear that shit, but Future.
nah, you would think so, but nigga, women love Future. Bro.
What they do, they do, but every
love
time I
Future,
say
they
that,
love his music.
I had my replay up. Future was like my most listened to artist.
Me too.
And
me
chicks was hitting
too.
me up like, oh, I know what type of nigga you are.
You a toxic.
And I used to be like, I was
Bro,
like, what you mean?
I literally said it myself. It was Future and Giveon for my top thing.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
yo, Future and Giveon, so you
Yeah.
know I'm toxic. I ain't gonna let you. Like, I'm gonna get straight to the point, nigga. Yeah, like
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
yeah,
Like I said, you know I'm toxic.
Yeah,
Fuck
so you
outta
know
here.
I'm toxic.
You
ain't
know
gotta-
what time it is when you hit me up.
Oh, I already know what kind of nigga. Yeah, I'm a sweet loving nigga, but you know, if you for the streets, like you should say you for the streets, nigga.
Once you
Fuck
for the
outta here.
streets, I don't got no love for you.
Yeah,
I don't
you
love
know what I
you.
mean? You gotta love accordingly. That's how Future rock, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, that's.
Gotta keep it played though, for sure.
I want to talk about, because you from Boston, how you feel about the New York drill shit? The drill, that shit's like, how you feel about it?
I'm gonna be for real with you. I hate how niggas in Boston all trying to do that shit right now.
Yeah.
How they trying New York drill. I don't like the New York drill. I'm not a big fan of it. Like, I like some of the songs be hard and shit, but it be like, that's easy. Like, I think drill rapping is like some of the easiest shit, and it look bad when you ain't really for that, and you rapping like you is. I think that look bad as shit.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of niggas be getting ran down on, you know, because when you rap like that shit, the streets gonna test you.
Yeah,
see if you really
100%.
for that,
Like, yeah,
you know?
it comes with a certain, you gotta live
Gotta
up
wear
to
that
shit you're
image the
talking
whole
about.
time. Your whole career, you gotta be on go
And
the whole
niggas
time.
never letting it go.
And niggas is
Ever.
never gonna let it go, 'cause I
they
wanna
gonna
see-
remember some shit you said 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or
Like,
5 years ago. Didn't you say you was gonna let that shit off?
Yeah,
If a
yeah.
nigga walk down, yeah, I'm walking down now, what's up? Now you like, yo, nigga, I'm just trying to go, nah, nigga, what's up, nigga? What's up?
I'm just trying to get rich.
Oh, nigga, I'm just going to the store, fam. Like, nigga, and that's how that should be going, bro. So,
But alright, let me ask you this question while we're in there. Do you think people take lyrics too personal?
lyrics, far as like,
Yeah, I think so.
well, like, far as like what? Like, if I'm listening to some shit, and you a
Like, you
artist,
know, when people talk about violence in their music and stuff
Yeah.
like that, do you think people take it too personal and shit like that? Like,
So I think it depends on what you stand on. Like Lil
Yeah.
Tecca be rapping about what he raps about, and then he says, "I ain't really with that." He said, "I hope y'all like my music, but I
I
ain't
fuck
really
with
with
Lil
none of that."
Tecca.
Yo,
I fuck with Lil Tecca heavy, bro.
Low
Every time
key,
Lil
low
Tecca
key.
drops some shit,
Yeah.
and he like, you little nerdy looking nigga, but he dropping some shit. I'm like, you be like, I know this. I mean, I already know this nigga ain't really doing this shit, but
Yeah.
it's fire though.
Yeah,
You
it's
feel
hard,
me?
it's
Like,
hard.
but I respect the fact that he's like, yo, I'm not really on that.
Exactly.
You know?
I respect that he said that right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Instead of
expeditiously. The nigga was
other
like, yo.
artists, you know, some other artists don't be for it at all. Their whole catalog is like, damn, nigga, this nigga is
You
dangerous.
think,
Nigga.
you think this thing got 3 or 4 bodies?
Three,
though.
four,
Word, word.
smash.
This man ain't something to play with.
He's something
Turn
with
out.
3-4 degrees.
yeah, because sometimes, like, that's what the youth want to hear too in their music. So they have to, like,
Exactly.
give you what you want to hear, and that's what sells.
And I think it influences our youth anyways, as far
Yeah.
as like the black culture and our like population, like our music influences the kids. You can just tell, cause you know, you drill rap all the time, they listen to that all the time, they get a little older, they tough as shit.
I want to say, yeah, how old are you guys?
Me,
I'm 27.
27.
Alright, so I'm 30.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro, growing up, I was like mad like, cause I was in New York all the time with my family and shit. So I got like mad hips like the Chicago drill shit. Like before that shit was like really like even like like Chief Keef started really blowing up and shit. And then I just remember like listening to this shit, and I was like, yeah, I think I want to be a gangbanger. Like I remember at like 13, 14 years old, like yo, maybe I should start hanging with my gangbanger friends. Like, I'm listening to Rondo Number 9, Ellie Capone.
Yo, he walking around with a rocket launcher, bro.
Yeah,
Like, I remember
I'm on YouTube. I'm living on YouTube. I'm over here watching all this shit. I'm like, damn, I kind of want to do this shit. Nah, I think I was going old. I'm like 17, 18, like trying to be a gangbang at that age. Cause that's how you know it really affects you like that. It's like,
It gets you so tough. Don't be lit either. Don't be a little drunk. You feel me? You a little drunk. You younger and you drunk. You was hearing that music. You was a tough. You walk across the street. Tough.
You on timing.
All that shit. Like, everything
you on
you do,
timing.
like,
You start thinking you invincible. I realize like this is not even a life I live for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
For sure.
You got a favorite drill rapper?
My favorite drill rapper?
Like,
yeah, I got a few. Like, honestly, without Chief Keef, like, I don't feel like we would even got all this drill music.
that's a fact.
It was some bullshit. So he just gotta be one of the favorites just off of
That
that.
nigga's on that Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore
Chicago
for sure. For sure. Definitely. I think Dirk's an artist.
Yeah.
He could drill though. He really could drill, but I think he's an artist.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Dirk really done drill some shit, but
Yeah.
now that he's like an artist and he's like, he was one of the niggas who smartened up, you know what I mean? Like, but nigga, I think people like you think of Lil Durk I'm like, yeah, nah, I think I ain't say he got 5 bodies, but he might got like 2 or something. For real, or like 1 and assisted with, like, you know what I mean? Like the nigga was just doing like so it's like I think like some of the shit he really be rapping about, and it's like when you from that environment. It's like for me, like I said, I was from the environment, but I could easily escape it because I had escape routes. These niggas didn't really have none of that. You feel me? Like, so there's like, even if they didn't want to be gangbangers, they kind of was just forced to be like, you know what I mean? Like crazy shit.
I mean, it also depends on where you grew up at. Like, like on which certain parts you at. Like, if you kind of out the way, I always feel like if you out the way, you should just stay out the way. Like,
sometimes you just live in the way.
I lived in like the way. Like where I grew up at was like always in the way.
Same with me. Like, I had like my friends was like, man, like growing, like a few of these rest in pieces, some of these niggas, but it's like it was like, damn, I could either hang with these niggas, but I'm not gonna lie, what saved me was bitches, bro. Cause these niggas want to hang out and do shit, and I was always about like getting like money and fucking bitches. Like when I was young, like that's what like literally what I was like kind of known for. Like I was really just like on my like I'm taking shit down, like literally just getting bread, taking shit down. Like so it's like I felt like if I wasn't like I don't know, I be thinking like these. I'm like I used to come to the line like y'all niggas don't like pussy, like what the fuck? Like, y'all niggas, like, I don't want for real. Like
always
like I used to go to Shea Woo's a lot when I was younger.
So we used to shit
when we was
twice.
When we was younger, hell no. When I was younger, like coming up, like that's where like you was a boo. We was in a boo. We was in a boo.
For me, it was a little different too, cause I was kind of living the hood. So it's like when you live in the hood, like there's certain places you don't want to be there, cause people already know what type of you. Even though you're not part of it, but because you live there, it's just like. I'm always playing ball with these niggas, bro.
You keep. No, that shit used to happen to me.
I mean, because I was music in Norfolk and shit like that, man. I mean, so then I leave Norfolk, then I go live in fucking Hancock.
That's bad, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's just like, bro, like, I see that nigga, what up, man? Keep it pushing, but like, nice. So
Now, what killed me? It'd be the niggas who parents really raised them away from that shit. Like, you know, you got a 2-parent household. These niggas is prospering. They over here sending you to private school and shit. And after school, you want to go hang out in the hood. And now you gang banging. It's like, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what your parents didn't want. Like, those are niggas that really kill me the most because it's like,
you have everything to not do that.
Yeah.
But what about the ones that got sent to private school but lived in the middle of this shit? Like, you know, there was a time I did public school my whole like shit all the way up to like I did public school all the way up to 7th grade. I went to a private school and I was out of that shit at 8th grade. I went to a charter school, but I transferred and I went to McCormick, and I was in Dorchester. But it was like, I was at a private school, but I was still dead ass in the hood.
Yeah.
So it was like you had to.
Cause you live in the hood.
Yeah, that's what it was. You gotta adapt to that shit. You know?
It's like you go to work and you working with all those white people, you're a different person.
Yeah.
Then when you back home, you gotta be like regular.
Yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
sometimes you feel like, nigga, like being someone who grew up in the hood, now you in private school, bro. It's like your behavior is just so different from everybody else's. Like you stick out because it's like you ain't used to certain shit. Like,
Yeah. It was different for me in the private school. The private school I went to, it was only like fucking like 10 people in the fucking class, but it was different. Like, you know, cause me growing up in the hood, like my best friend, he got killed at 13. Just left my crib. Like, you know, he got killed at 13. I was 12 and shit. You know, so it was like, damn. Like, you already was like growing up like, oh, I could really get left out here at like 12.
Exactly.
So it's like, you kind of already trying to adapt to your environment, because now you like, I don't know if that shit can happen to me at that young age.
But that's the thing too. Shit like that, it really make you go two ways. Like either you like, now it's like, yo, that was my best friend. Like, I'm about to go. You know, like I'm on whatever for this nigga type shit. Or it's
Yeah.
like, damn, like that was my best friend, but I got, you know,
That shit you gotta do.
yeah, I gotta, you know, like, cause it's like that you learn, you live and you learn from shit like
Sure.
that. It's like, yeah, I ain't even saying your best friend was even on that type of shit, cause sometimes it really just be wrong place, wrong time, different, you know, niggas is haters. You ain't even gotta be on shit. Like, niggas be killing niggas when we was 14, 15, just cause you was talking to somebody's bitch.
Yeah.
And you probably wasn't even crunching it, cause it's like, bitches wasn't really crunching at 13, 14, but here you are getting into altercations with niggas, and niggas is dying because you literally, you flirting and talking to a bitch, you feel me? Like,
Facts.
crazy shit.
Facts. That shit. My mom's always told me, like, most niggas that die is always behind sometimes the hands of a woman and shit.
Yeah,
like, you know,
that's why I
to
said
it.
that shit earlier. Like, it was like kind of just like, cause it's like usually, you know, like yo, women gonna get you in this shit, but I feel like for me, like, women save me, nigga. It's like I was just playing. I put in my own lane. Like, yeah, like.
Once you like pussy too much, it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
nigga, like, you could, niggas love pussy, but when you like it too much, you got time.
I'm not
for
gonna
it.
It's everything,
Nah,
nah.
that's a
everything.
fact. I remember I almost got left trying to, like, literally me and my mans, bro. It was literally off of Morton Street, bro. We come in, like, we live over by Ashmore and shit, and she lived like I forgot what street that shit called, like, but it's past like the Walgreens and shit. We're like, yeah, we yeah, like past Norfolk. So we're like, yeah, we gonna walk there. Niggas is 16, horny as fuck, bro. I'm like, bro, I don't know, bro. We gotta go through Norfolk to get here. He's like, nigga, fuck them niggas, da da da. I'm like, alright, bet. And bitches calling like, yo, you coming? Like, yeah, nigga. As soon as we literally crossed the bridge, niggas was on our asses, bro. Literally, like, thank God, like, I made it and shit like that. But after that, I was like, yeah, I gotta move, like, tap. Like, like, for real.
That's crazy. That's kind of the area where I grew up at.
Yeah,
over there on
I'm trying
Morton
to
Street.
remember what street that shit
No,
was.
I'm over there. That's where I grew up at, over on Morton Street, right over there.
Projects?
Nah.
Oh.
Like near Morton's
The
Pizza.
bricks?
Nah, not the bricks. Like,
Oh, yeah, bro,
Morton's
right.
Pizza.
That's what I'm
and the
saying.
pit stop and shit. Like, you
My
know,
nigga, literally, as we crossed that bridge from pit stop to where the, like, you know, the gas station and shit, bro, as I'm walking across, like, niggas is riding their bikes, I'm like, oh, man, nigga. And you know, back in the days, where you from? I'm like, bro, you ain't from
The first time I got around, nigga, I didn't do shit. I guess that's where you from.
Like,
I was keep working, but my boy was nigga said, "What you want?" I was like, "Bro, what the fuck you talking to them for?" Like, mind you, we finished playing ball with them niggas, bro. We finished playing ball with them niggas. It was you know the blue hill that inside by the car wash inside the thing. So we was playing ball over here. So it's getting late, you know, you want that time and shit like that, after school and shit like that, you know.
that's
4:30 is already done.
That was like the Chaos Kids area. Like,
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Nigga, we
Menace
finished
Kids,
playing ball
yeah.
that we was on dapping, having fun. Then after that we leaving. Niggas said, "Where you guys from?" I was like, "Nigga, I'm down. I live down there." Niggas said, "What?" My boy was like, "What you want?" He said, "Alright, nigga, y'all gotta work them book bags." Good thing I didn't got nothing in my bag, but
Yeah.
my boy got his like fucking PS5, not PS5,
PSP.
yeah, PSP and shit like that. These whole game shit, you know, this nigga got. I was like, I don't know.
It was one time I was walking down the street like my sophomore year in high school on the street that I live in.
Yeah.
I'm like two houses down from my crib, and some dude on the third floor was like, "Yo, where you from?" I'm like, "What you mean, bro? I live right down there." He's like, "Oh, I'm just checking in." Feel me?
Yeah.
So you standing on the third floor, just checking in with niggas walking up and down the street.
Bro, that shit used to happen to
That
my. I used to like nigga bring my friends to my hood and shit like, and my niggas is like, nah, bro, these niggas can't come here. I'm like, yo, these is niggas I grew up with in school, like, but they can still be from somewhere, nigga. Nah, I'm over here like, yo, I go to school like, yo, my bad, bro. Like, yeah, we just gonna stop that. I'll come to y'all crib, like,
Yeah, I'll be over there.
niggas is really just like, yo, nah, where these, yo, Ricky, these niggas is looking real suspicious, like, bro. They ain't on that.
They ain't on
Her
shit,
niggas don't
trust
want to
me.
hear none of that
Yeah,
shit,
nah.
bro. Like, none of it. This shit crazy for
Yo,
real.
the library in Marap, always there used to be always a fight, bro.
Yeah.
The what?
The Marap in the library, always. So I was like, I went to the middle school in Mildred, so like, I mean,
Oh, you went to
there-
the Mildred?
Yeah, bro.
I went to the Bloomberg, bro.
I went to the Mildred every
right.
fucking.
That's crazy. I was supposed to go to Lawrenceburg, and I'm
Nah,
like, damn, bro, I'm about to have to fight him every day.
Bro.
And
I went
they-
to the Timothy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I went there
Real bad.
1 year. I was out of there. I was
Real
like,
bad.
bro, getting out that 7:45 to 4:30. I said, nah, this is crazy.
4:30?
Yeah, we got out at 4:30, bro. I said,
That's a job.
I got a personal
That's what I'm
question
saying.
for you. Any of you take him?
Nah, I don't like girl.
Nah, you.
taking?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah. You see how he said that?
They
Nah.
said, if somebody who gonna watch us gonna feel some
Nah,
type
anybody gonna feel some type of it?
Alright, not taking. Definitely, you know.
Enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Nigga said, I got a
Catching
shorty
good
wop,
vibes.
but you know I ain't taking no. Real shit. Like, yeah, she my shorty wop, but she ain't my bitch.
That's P. Diddy type shit. But question, right? So you're an artist, right?
Yeah.
So like, has the like basically the feeling after you performing and shit like that? Like, how do people like basically, especially the woman, how do they like be on you and type shit like that? Is that the lifestyle you feel like you ready for?
Like,
Because it's only gonna get bigger.
yeah, it's only going. It's definitely only gonna get bigger. But it's like when you perform and it ain't like, know your shit's good.
Mhm.
It's like almost like a guaranteed score. Like, you know, like when you get off the stage or whatever.
So I be feeling one of them ball players or
Like
something.
one of them ball players, like, you know, like
Bird, man. Yeah.
the jump shot, like all that, like it'd be fun, like, you know, some of the shorties. But what I like to do is, I see you, I got you as a fan and shit, you know. I don't want to keep you there, you know, sometimes, because that's what buy your shit, you know, buy your music, help your shit grow and shit. Go tell your girls and shit, because you could go take her, fuck her, ditch her, now she don't care about coming to your show no more. You feel me? So sometimes you gotta know how you move with it. But then it's just some, it's like, yeah, I don't care if she wanna be a fan or not, she gotta get took down for sure.
How about you, man? How do you handle
Yeah,
that?
yeah, nah. I mean, everything's been peaceful. I try to keep everything leveled. I mean, some shorties, you know, they try to do the most, and some of them is just like, yeah, like, you know, we let them on stage and stuff, but when you start acting a little wild, you know, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. You come to the section, kick it with us, but when you start acting a little crazy, go.
Now you think with the lifestyle that you guys live, like entertainers and shit like that, how do you think it's wise to even have a girlfriend? Like, how that go for you? Like if you really feeling somebody, like, cause it's like at the end of the day, we niggas, bro.
Nah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you really in the industry like that, it's like, I mean, bitches ain't dumb neither.
Nah, of course.
You know what I mean? Like, they know what's going on type shit.
So I
but-
be hitting bitches that like dating entertainers, but they want to be the only one. But that should be getting me, man. Like, you know what you signed up
They
for.
they entitled to want to be that though.
No,
I was
just about to say,
No.
as long as they understand what they get into. that's all.
Exactly. You know what you
Yeah.
sign up for.
I
That
feel like you know exactly like what you sign up for when you fucking with an entertainer, but like it's the
Gotta make sure the pros outweigh the cons.
it's the pros and cons when it comes to that shit. You know, like sometimes they'll be like, yeah, I understand, everything good, it's cool, but then you fuck with her a little more, longer, a little
Yeah.
bit. Now it's the feelings like I'm not feeling that shit. I don't want.
Yeah.
Or who you
Copy
talk
you
about
and
on your
shit.
songs.
Right.
All this other
They
shit.
try
like
to
that.
change you and shit.
Yeah, you know, switch your songs up. You talking about girls and all that shit too much, and then you're like, nigga, that's the vibe I'm catching right now. So
I
I
actually
don't
got
wanna
a
hear
friend. Yeah, my bad. I was just thinking that I got a friend who's an entertainer, and yeah, but he kind of like really had like a shorty and shit, and like she just couldn't really get adjusted. Even though he's like I ain't really even doing nothing, but like in the back of her mind, it's like, nigga, you always out performing, you doing like tours, you doing da. It's like I really don't know what you doing for real. Like I don't know. For me, if I was definitely in that situation, I'm just gonna I'm gonna Drake it up, bro. I don't remember Drake ever having a girlfriend, bro. Like yeah,
I thought he engaged like 43 times. So he had to have somebody.
43 situations.
Yeah, somebody had to be a girl, you know.
Drake also light skin, bro. They didn't even have to be his girl for him to want to be engaged, bro. You know?
I said it's just different.
That's probably for a couple of celebrities he fucked. He wanted to.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
Girls who had no idea, like he was even thinking of shit. Like, nigga, I only pull up on the late night. What you mean?
I'm coming through from the hours of 11 to 4.
So how big you wanna get in this industry, man?
Want to get as big as we could possibly be, you know. Honestly, don't want to never stop growing, you know. Shit, want to be like one of them Jay-Z niggas one day, you know. Like that's, you know, want to get to
Don't
the
forget
top.
who had you on the podcast, gang.
Oh, no, for sure. I got a cousin that's already in the industry to do the marketing and all that other shit. You know, he's out in Universal in LA and shit. You know, he verified all that stuff. He do a lot of the marketing and shit for a lot of artists, Trippie Redd, all that shit like that. So,
I got a good question.
yeah.
I think it's a good question.
Okay.
Alright, so do you guys plan on like going
On tour.
not on tour,
Okay.
like do you plan on signing with a label or you just wanna like do
Independent.
independent and stuff like that right over?
Yeah, so signing with a label ain't really our top priority. I feel like it comes with a lot. Like, you know, first we gotta get our lawyers straight and everything. But signing with a label, is that something you want to do?
Like,
I was gonna say, for you as a manager, bro, once a nigga start signing with a label, they try to
cut you off.
They try
For sure,
to
for
cut
sure.
you off and have they own people.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
nah,
yeah, this my brother. So
Nah, we got a whole
gonna-
team. We got
that's-
producers
that's
and
a-
everything on our team.
Yeah, that'll come with the whole label thing. You gonna sign me? Everybody is like you. This is how we coming in. Like I don't need your manager or some shit, but we're not doing no like 360s and none of that type of shit like that. You don't want nothing like that. You kind of want more distribution.
I was
deals
gonna say,
and
I
things.
feel like as a young artist, I hope a lot of y'all niggas gonna learn from the
Yeah.
crazy 360 deal. I even heard about Meg being like the crazy 360
Yeah.
deal and all these, and people
Not really.
wouldn't even really realize that I really had crazy shit, but was never really getting paid.
And sometimes the opportunity comes, so some people
Cause they be quick to
they
just
see
sign a
the
deal.
money, exactly. They don't have a lawyer.
They ain't reading
Exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
They just sign it. And it's like,
Exactly.
yeah, take your time to read.
It's
what's
always the
really
finest
going
point,
on.
bro.
Mhm.
Finest,
I see
that's when the shit you get fucked up.
I seen a label dude down in Atlanta booming. His name's like Boom Man AE or some shit, and I seen him say, "What's wrong with y'all? Like, why wouldn't you want to sign to a label right now, knowing if y'all ain't coming from nothing?" You know what I mean? Like, it depends though, cause now like artists, you can get your own money, you can talk. The money you got is how you talk with the labels.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
come in with money and shit.
Yeah,
They gotta.
You come in with like your own like
I
if
got
you
it back.
really booming like that.
Yeah.
It's like you really got room to really just negotiate
Negotiate,
how you
Exactly.
want.
and that's
to.
how that's what we want to do. Like we don't want to go in like, damn, we
just
need
gonna take
this.
whatever deal
Like,
they
you know
give
what I
us
mean?
type
We get
shit,
whatever deal
yeah.
they got. They need 10 albums, nigga. They trying to sign us for fucking 750,000, nigga. But they need 10 albums and they want all the rights, all the masters and everything, all the royalties, all go to them.
It's not a good deal.
Some niggas would be like, word.
750 sound a lot when it's not taxed. Like,
Right,
you know what I mean?
right,
Like
right.
it's not
Touch,
taxed
touch.
and not distributed between everybody else, managers and all the extra people you fuck with and shit. Let me ask you this though: how much you charging for a feature?
Right now,
Or if you want to disclose that, you can't.
nah, I'm definitely gonna tell it. Like, you definitely get yourself a nice little book bag Mooney verse for definitely 5. You know, if I fuck with you, you definitely get some shit for $250 for sure. You know, I already done got paid.
500 or 5 bands?
Nah, 500 right now. You know,
I say
I'm
5 bands. 5 bands for a feature like right now at this level. That's good.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I got like a little motion with the music, some of the views. I got like some good views on some things and all that other stuff like that. So I know what niggas is looking for. But my craft, I already know how I'm gonna get way bigger. So I don't gotta do a lot of features. So if you want to do a feature, you pay me. If not, you gonna miss out because when I get big, that song you gonna wish you had that shit. You gonna wanna have paid it. But you know, a few artists done paid. You know, and they got songs. And that's how it goes. No lie.
Okay. And what about the clubs and shit? Like, was that just you know, promoting yourself, so you do it for the free, or just like what's will you get something on just for the walk-in?
Yo, no bullshit. That's a good
Get
question.
that
you
back end
asked.
up front, like what's going
That's a
on?
good question you asked. Like right now, like you know, we still working, getting ourselves out there and shit. So we doing whatever come. Like you know, like we got to start from somewhere. So
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
how we coming
Exactly.
right now. But we just did a show at like a fucking a pop-up shop. Yeah, we just did a show at a pop-up shop for like, but there was like, it was a real pop-up shop for like people in the community and shit. You know, with the mayors and all them shit came down. So we did a show, but shout out Juwan Schemes who worked with the mayor and all that other shit. You know, he put some shit together for us where we gonna they wanna give us our own venue every month and set up everything, promote it and all that other stuff, and we do our own shows like every single month. They want us to do that shit, and we collect it back in off of the tickets. And I'll show you some shows. We'll bring out some shit. We done filled up Middle East one time. We did a show, like filled that shit up. Downstairs. The downstairs one. I like the downstairs one better than the upstairs one, anyways.
I think the upstairs gotta take more people, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Shit, it look like it take the same amount. The upstairs just got
Cause downstairs is more for like basically performing, but the upstairs is more for like basically
do the clubbing and all that other stuff.
shit,
But
yeah.
the downstairs one, I like that one. I like that one better. You know, I performed at both of them though.
There's a spot in Brockton where like you know local artists go and shit like that. You check that out yet?
Yeah, I performed over there. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called, but remember last time dude was talking about it.
You gotta walk up the steps
From
and shit.
the museum, he was talking about the little spot.
Oh, okay.
But I actually heard that shit's actually lit. Like
Where they do what the museum people do, they do the testing lab.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I done performed over there at a not for the testing lab, but I performed over there with like Jay Richard show. He had like a pop-up shop type performance, weed, clothes, all that type shit over there. So I performed over there. You know, I went to a couple of them testing lab shit just to see some other artists and shit.
So Jesus, I was about to ask a question. Oh yeah, I got it. So that I think it's more for Eric, but it's for you too. So I mean, obviously you still gonna have the say on it. So how's the marketing team thing going on and stuff like that? Like,
Yeah, no, it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. At first, it was a little slow.
like what's the you don't have to tell us the strategy, like how do you guys like basically like trying to put your music out there, promote that shit and stuff like that? Like,
No,
how
for
do you
sure.
guys do it?
So we got a schedule to like have it put out and it gets plays. So we got to talk to SK. You know, we got on radio spinning. We're gonna get it down in Connecticut, spinning at this strip club actually that we was talking about not so long ago. So that's really how it's been doing. We've been scheduling a couple of days throughout the week to just push it. Whether that's Spotify, you know, some days it's YouTube, some days it's Instagram. You know, we'll get 100-something comments when we really start pushing it. So it's been dope.
Do you guys have like a street team?
What?
A street team?
Nah, not yet.
Nah, we don't
Nah,
have one of
for
those
sure.
yet.
We'll get that for sure though.
We definitely get one of those.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I'm gonna ask you, what keeps you motivated to keep doing the music shit?
What keeps me
I know
motivated?
there be times that probably just like, damn, nigga, like you probably ain't getting like the views you want, or you ain't getting like you ain't selling out the shows, or like like people fuck with you, but they still ain't really pulling up, or really, you know what I mean? Like,
Especially in Boston. Boston, they so
Especially Boston.
yeah, I was gonna ask that next too. Like, do you feel like you can answer both too, but like, do you feel like Boston's like one of the hardest cities to blow up from, and if so, why?
Honestly, like, I'm gonna be for real with you. Boston probably is one of the hardest cities to blow up from, but when I was in LA, and my daughter, I know you just said that question earlier, my daughter is definitely something that keeps me going. Plus, it's my dream, my passion. I love doing this music shit. That's like my therapy. So I already gonna keep going. Like, even if I say I never make it or some shit, I'm always gonna just still be doing music. Like, that's just what I get into. You feel me? I don't want to just be an artist forever. I want to be able to start up my own label and get artists and everything like that. But Boston, it's definitely like, it's Boston. We about sports, hospitals, fucking schools and shit. So people outside don't even know. Sometimes I go places, they be like, oh, I didn't even know black people live in Boston.
I've gotten that.
Yeah.
I've
You
gotten that.
you feel me? I get
Yo,
that shit
like
a lot.
literally, you go to like when you in the South and shit like that, they like, all you hear is like, yeah, I hear Boston mad racist and da da da. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They be
It is.
everybody.
It is.
They
But
think everybody Mark Wahlberg, bro. Like that's really what they think. Boston, like they don't really know like there's a whole like they don't know there's Dorchester, Roxbury. They don't even really know like.
they think
that type
Boston
of-
is Southie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
like
I'm
when people
saying.
think of Boston, they
They
think
think we
like
talk like
Southeast.
that.
Yeah.
Cobb. Like,
Yeah.
they think we be talking. I'm like, no, we don't really talk like that.
Yeah, black people don't have that accent.
They don't know how to accent.
I do.
I heard it.
Nah, you don't got that accent.
But yeah, you were saying what keep you motivated and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know
just,
if you finished, but
Nah, definitely my daughter too, cause she's getting into the she about to be 2, so the way she be playing with the keyboard and everything like that, like she loved how she bop when she hear my music and stuff. That just make me know like this shit right here a banger. Cause she gonna tell me turn it off if it's not what she want. So
Nah, kids are the most
They
humbling
brutal.
people,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Just brutally honest. Like when a kid say something,
No filter.
just know. Like if they
They
tell
meant
you your
it.
shirt ugly,
Yeah.
that's ugly.
you got your shirt ugly. Like
That's
that's really what it. If they tell you your music whack, you gotta readjust that shit. But I mean, that's really what it is. That's dope though. And what do you think like Boston as a whole could do more to like support like upcoming artists? Like
It's hard in Boston because there's so many hoods in Boston. So
the crazy shit is like somebody said they making some real good music.
they make
Like,
good music,
Like yeah, I done heard some shit. I'm like,
but it'd be
this is-
hard
This is
for
shit
everybody
hard.
to get everybody to come together. Like, it ain't like other places who like our shit. You know how our shit is. Every fucking other street's a hood that's beefing with the street right next to them.
That's a
You
fact.
feel me?
Sure.
So it's like we go to the same corner store, same gas station, we beefing with each other, but we don't even. We're not. It's gonna be hard for us to get in the same fucking venue with each other to do music and shit. But that's what Boston really needs. Like, you need niggas to just, if you're doing the music, you gotta come with that shit. But you feel me? When that's really what it is. It'd be the beef that slows shit down. Cause New York, I know they got a lot of beef, but that city they come together. Atlanta,
Yeah.
I know they beefing down there, but they coming together. Even in Chicago, they managing a lot of them come together. Like a lot of people up here, we don't come together. And the niggas that's on, they ain't even from Boston like that. Yeah, and they get on and they out of here.
Yeah.
exactly. That's another thing I was gonna mention, like, because we don't have a lot of like people in the industry that's in the music that's leaving Boston and stuff like that.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, it's like nobody
No,
loves
what's-
Boston. bro.
They get on
Nah,
and did.
no, for real. I just say shout out to my man's Mighty Mouse. I don't know if y'all heard of him. He's a producer. He's living in LA right now.
Shout out Mighty.
Yeah, you know Mighty?
I know Mighty. Mighty recorded one of my songs for me when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Nigga,
Right,
used to
up in
live right around the
Clear
corner.
Square.
Yeah,
Right around the corner, right up
around
there.
the corner.
Yeah, shout out Mighty. Like,
My man's.
he definitely told me, like, when I'm in LA, hit him or whatever.
I was literally about to say, I want to plug you with my nigga Mighty, because I feel like another thing, like some artists and shit really be missing out here in Boston is like the producers, like they,
Yeah.
like I don't really hear too many big niggas. A lot of niggas will just like hop on like random
They be
sample
on-
beats
they
from
be on YouTube.
YouTube,
That's what they be
yeah,
at.
YouTube
Get off
beats, or like
YouTube.
hop on like sample shit that niggas is ready.
Yeah,
like,
that J. Cole shit.
40 niggas done rapped on the beat already.
Everybody's
you gotta,
doing that same
yeah. So it's like I think that's kind of one of the things like holding Boston back as like being really musically gifted. I think the rappers are there for sure, but just having like really dope ass producers
It's
who's
mad
not
talents.
gonna snake motherfuckers, who ain't gonna waste your time and shit, and just cause like you go to New York, the New York producers, bro, they fire. The way they be sampling shit, like I don't know, I like the drill shit, even though all this shit really be sounding like sometimes, but there would be a few producers they work just because of how this shit stands out and shit. Like the sampling be fire, like you know what I mean? It's like just giving it to the right artist or like
Alright. Before we go any further, I'm about to play one of your songs real quick.
Alright, for sure.
Then we're gonna
Shout out
do
to
like
our
like
producers,
5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Before we
Shout out producers out on team SD Beats.
Shout out SD
Jay
Beats.
Huss.
Yes, sir.
Shout out
Jay
Hustle. Hustle's in Atlanta. Definitely.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, our team. We like our team.
Nigga like me, man. I love the game. I love the hustle, man.
That shit right here.
Five groupies in a group pic. She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit. Caption say that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now. Five groupies in a group pic. She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit. Caption say that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now. Five groupies on me. I don't even touch. Swing 'em to my bruh. Can't let no bro bitch think she really up. I just showed her. Rip her clothes off, I'm supposed to. I got a hard dick, plus I got 5 groupies in a group pic. Suck her titty, she got cute nips. Fuck that bitch, this a new bitch. Wide body drive a few. She no scammer, she no goon. She know they rich, but they ain't boom. Old fashioned, but you knew. Wasn't safe, but we was cool. I might fuck, it's a move. Through the time, call the truth. 5 groupies in a group. Who that one? Right with you. I draw honey in my juice. 5 groupies in a group pic. She got 10 niggas in her DM. She said that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now. 5 groupies in a group pic. She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit. Caption say that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now.
Yeah, she know that I'm him. She know, boy, you gon' drown if you cannot swim. Yeah. I got 5 bitches in a group text and some groupies. Told them pull up to my hotel. I got room keys. Drunk out my mind, yeah, I'm faded. Fake friends been calling my license, I made it. Yeah, what the fuck is they doing? They must think I forgot. I'm the one that was born. She sent me screenshots of her DM. Who y'all niggas be fooling? I'm in her robe and her crocs. My nigga, I'm cooler. Ass fat, my body on point. Oh, cool. She put my joint, sign this NDA, baby. Real niggas always on point. 5 groupies in a group pic.
She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit. Caption say that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now. 5 groupies in a group pic. She got 10 niggas in her DM. True shit. Caption say that's what she cool with. Him brown. No, I wasn't him, but I'm him now. 5 groupies in a group pic.
yo. So who produced this shit?
Shout out my producer, Hustler,
Yeah.
in Atlanta,
That's-
Georgia. Like,
Yeah,
He's on a few beats.
He's on a-
He got a few
that
beats.
sound definitely wasn't like really a up north side, like up. Yeah, I mean that's what I was like. That shit smooth as hell,
You know,
man.
I got family. That's where my family come from. My family come from Georgia and shit. So it's like, you know, down south, like, I love their music. But I love how they produce. Up here, they all got like that same, it's like that same sound, that same type
you know
of
what
beat.
sound I really like that Detroit. I like that
Yeah.
Detroit
Those
sound.
Detroit
like,
beats, those is fire. They got their own
yeah,
style. They
sound,
got
I don't know. This shit, it's just simple ass good rap, bro. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't no mumbling, ain't no. It's really, you know what I mean?
It's like you
Like,
can't mimic they shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
Can't
you
do
hear it
that.
and you know that's Detroit.
Yeah, you know a Detroit, yo, you know a Detroit artist immediately, and you know a Detroit
For sure.
sound
Yeah.
very fast.
For
Like,
sure.
I
Instantly.
fuck with that shit.
Mhm.
And where the nigga Peasy and them from?
Those are Detroit.
Detroit, right?
Yeah, I bet. Can I say some be sound like it is yeah, like y'all niggas heard of like Rumble?
Nah.
It's one of his songs?
Rumble's fire, bro. Rumble's fire. Fucking Pete. I fuck with all them niggas, bro.
I like some Detroit artists too.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
But you heard what you listen to, man. If
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
listen to
yeah,
him,
for
wow.
sure.
What's your
I
top
rock with
five?
top 5. Alright, so if I got the car right now, first person I'm probably rocking with is probably a little bit of Shorty. Can't lie. Probably some Shorty. Throwing some Drake. I gotta throw some Drake in my playlist. I got.
Yeah, bro. Drake's always gonna be that.
Yeah, for sure.
I be in my car singing. I can't
Yeah.
sing.
Drake, I rock with Drake for a while. I used to get clown like back in the day when I used
Bro,
to. Yeah.
I think I told you. I think I said that shit on the
think
thing
he's
too. I remember the
clown.
first time I really started fucking with Drake, and he dropped that "I'm a hog, gotta get along with it on the
Yeah,
song."
home
Right?
ransom.
I mean,
Yeah.
And I was bumping this shit. They was like, "Is this the nigga from Degrassi?" I'm like, "Yeah, but this shit fire though." They was like, "Yeah, nah, I don't know." And then to this day, some people like, "Yo, Ricky, I remember you really said this nigga Drake and da da da."
Day
Like,
type
niggas would
shit.
give me a prop for introducing niggas to Drake and shit.
Yeah.
I said I did it to everybody, but like,
Mhm.
there was a lot of niggas who was just like, this nigga, cause it's like nigga who still was on heavy on Lil Wayne and all that shit, so he came out.
That was the nigga I was on.
It was his Take Care album. That shit was a little soft.
Yeah.
But I rock with it.
I remember when Drake first came out, I was listening to Drake, the nigga was doing songs with Trey
Man, his
songs.
mixtape
Yeah,
It was like, it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
him and Trey songs
Yeah.
had like a whole mixtape
Yeah,
together.
his
was
mixtape
wild
was
out.
Like,
crazy.
this one for you, girl, you know. Yeah, I used to be like, yo, I'm like, this shit nice, yo.
Like,
Like,
one
first
of
heard
his
Drake-
song I still love till this day is Fear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people
That
don't
nigga,
know
he's
that.
a GOAT at this point. He's a legend. Like,
He
you know.
is, he is.
Like, that nigga is
I mean,
probably,
that nigga's
he's probably a
touching the Beatles,
top
bro.
five.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
He's
doing
top.
numbers.
He's top five. He's top 5 ever now.
I don't think the nigga has really ever went like.
I don't think he
charted.
missed.
Like,
I don't think he missed.
Nah, that boy just don't
He
miss.
does. That boy
Facts.
good. That boy
For
good.
real.
Facts.
Yeah, nah, he up there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Well,
you.
yeah,
Boy,
Eric,
live.
Yeah, I mean-
Someone said this dude and talk about honey. All cause I'm alive. He tweaking.
Nah, if you niggas know about the honey, you know about the honey gang.
That's
I ain't
it. You gotta say
I ain't
too
gonna
much.
say
Get
too
into
much,
it.
but you know about the honey. It ain't that honey you put in your shit, you know what I mean?
Nah, it's not that shit for your
It's-
teeth.
Yeah, it's that shit that, you know what I mean? That's gonna, you might end up having no babies. Fuck around.
Michael,
Don't fuck around.
I know someone.
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna hold you to honey with the on the rocks combo.
Oh shit, you throw it in your liquor.
Come on, yeah, that's how you supposed to do it, nigga.
You know you ain't supposed to drink it with your liquor, right?
Yo, I know, but that shit really is. Yeah,
you going,
I mean, we young, we ain't gotta worry about no, you know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
ain't good health and shit, you ain't really got. But nah, that shit with the liquor, that's like when I first got on the honey shit. My cousin from Brooklyn was like, yo. Hey, yo, bring this shit back to you, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, make sure she drink it with you. I was like, alright.
Yo, that shit. Man, my first time on honey. God, Shorty told me, damn, we went like 4 hours straight.
Yeah,
It's like, damn.
you wake up with that shit, like,
You
still
wake-
on
still in
strong,
your system.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
literally.
Then you go to piss, think it's just your
Yeah.
morning shit, and it's like, nah, baby, I'm charged up. My battery's still in. Like,
That's that Energizer Bunny shit. You feel me? Like, yeah, that's the shit you take with you when you go on a nice vacation with your shorty. That's that vacation.
Facts. The balcony.
Vacation.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's that shit. Sometimes you know, you ain't gotta be on a vacation. Sometimes you might just be on some. Let me just hit you off.
Yeah.
You know, depending.
Oh man.
And I did have 2 more questions I wanted to ask.
Sure.
It was, what do you like? Yeah, because we was talking about the Detroit shit. Like, what do you think your style? Like, your style was more like or like even like in the rap game, you feel like your style was consistent too.
Consistent too. I don't know. That'd be something like I'll probably have to ask you that question. Like, what you think? when you hear me, or who you think, or who you think that I'm like.
I'm trying to think. Cause I ain't gonna lie, you got a real, like, which is good, like, cause it's like, I can't just, oh, now you sound just like this person, cause I wasn't really able to think that, so that's actually good. But,
What was the question? Who do you think you sound like?
Yeah, he's trying to say who.
Okay.
I feel like, just like a little, rest in peace PNB Rock, but that little, that song, him, Brown, kind of gave me like little PNB, early PNB Rock vibes.
Okay.
Like,
So going through
stuff-
emotions.
Yeah, like
Rock
that.
PNB. That's
Yeah,
great.
I feel like that shit kind of gave me a little early PNB.
I feel like I got my
rock
own
vibes.
sound too.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I can't really like, this nigga really sounds just like which is a good thing, because it's like you definitely made a way to differentiate yourself from all the extra shit. Like everybody, it's whether like the old heads like, I don't know how y'all listen. Everybody sound the same type shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
I don't never want to be the same. Like my shit's like all original and all that shit. Like you really don't be copying shit when I make my music. Like I sit up there, and I can make a song in like 5 minutes. We made Him Brown in like 10 minutes.
That's what's up.
That shit didn't take no time to do that song. Like majority of the songs, I go do a whole project. Like I can do a project in a session. We go there for like 4 or 6 hours, and we can sit up there and get 6 songs done. Like that. A whole 6, 8 songs done. It depends. Like that shit be coming to me like on some.
Nah, that's true, because I be watching most of the interviews with the artists and shit like that, and like they songs that really blew up, they like, hey, I didn't even think this shit's gonna blow up. I did this shit in like 4 or 5 minutes, like, and that's the biggest song on the album type shit. Like, I just like always a reoccurring theme, like some shit you kind of just threw together, really be that shit. Like,
You know what it is too? Those are the best songs because of like when you go lay your song down and you say you rehearsed it, like you wrote that shit, and I'm just reading over these lyrics. I'm reading over this shit. Tomorrow I'm about to read this shit again. Like the same way you said it that first time, it ain't never gonna sound like how you said it that first time. So I'll catch the beat. I'm like, oh, I like this beat, but then I want to go to the studio. So the first thing how I say it that first time, you get it raw like that, like just like that. Take that, cause I need that sound, cause I ain't gonna catch it the way I would if I keep rehearsing it over and over again, cause you gonna think you sound good saying it, but that first time you say it is always gonna be fire. I don't know why.
Now, question for you, Eric. So, is there any project that, like a song or project, you was trying to put out, and you was like, nah, that's not it. You need to go back.
Like,
Or
like,
it's not the right time to do it and
if
stuff
it's
like
just
that.
whack, you don't be yo, nigga, this shit whack.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I'd say when bro was first gonna drop Imagine, I was gonna drop it last week. First 2 weeks ago. And I was like, I don't know if it's ready. Let's tweak a couple more songs. You feel me? Let's make sure every song on here is exactly what we want. So we went over each song and we dropped one of the songs. It's unreleased now, but we gonna come back to it. But it was one of those songs where I was like, I ain't feeling this one, bro. I ain't feeling this. And even back in the day, when he first started doing music, when we were just friends, just brothers, I used to tell bro like, I don't know how I feel about the auto-tune. This is back. He was like, nah, bro, this is it. Trust me. Like everything. Exactly. But he was like, nah, this is it, and it became a whole vibe. So I was like, yeah, I'll definitely let bro know if I don't rock with it. But at the same time, my opinion is only so much because everybody got their own opinion.
Okay, so how does the marketing team take it to when you want to drop a project? Because they big on it also, man. Because the marketing gotta like approve to it, the manager gotta approve to it. So how do you take it, man? I mean, when you feel like that's your best project, not your best project, but you feel like you believe in that project, but the management, marketing, and the rest of the team not really feeling it. How do you do that?
Sometimes with them, it don't be more of like them not feeling a song. Sometimes it could be more of them not feeling the time to put that out, like right then and there. Like, oh, I don't want you to put this song out right here. We might need to do a couple more moves with this. We might need some more videos stacked up, shot before we sit up there and do something with this, like, But like this EP, like it was like I was kind of like saying them, like, bro, I'm gonna drop some shit. I'm gonna drop some shit. It's like, yo, just give us February, we got a product coming in February, drop some shit. But I'm like, nah, I want to drop some shit right now. Like, I dropped that EP, Imagine, Friday, but I thought about dropping it that week. It wasn't like we even went marketing fully on it, but we already talked to the marketing team about how we gonna have that shit going and when they're gonna start generating it. So we wanna have that shit probably getting really pushed like February before the next project come. We got plenty of projects out too. I got like 2 albums that's out. Well, I ain't gonna call them albums, they just 2 projects. And I got 3 EPs out. So
How do you like space? Like, cause I don't know if y'all ever heard of what like this. Niggas call it like the Fetty Wap effect, bro. Remember Fetty Wap was literally the hottest nigga for like a whole like sunlight. Oh yeah, like he just kept dropping bang after bangers, but not really leaving niggas room to
like
want
let it marinate.
to let it marinate.
For sure.
And then it was like to a point where like nigga, now we expect him all the time, but he ran out of gas type shit. So it's like, how do you more so like go about like when you should be released? Like, do you have like a time process, or like would you have like a schedule? Like, every 3 months we gonna drop a single, and in 6 months we gonna drop an EP. Like, how do you go about that?
So we try to do a single at least every 3 months, for sure.
I feel like that's like normal.
Exactly, and then a project a year. Sometimes if bro wants to drop another one, we'll do 2. But definitely a project a year, a song every 3 months is what the marketing team loves.
Yeah, that sounds good, because it's like sometimes, you know what I mean, every month or some shit like that. But
Yeah, that's too
because
much.
you give people too much and shit like that. But like after, like if you waiting like 6 months for everything, it's like nah, niggas starting to forget like your buzz, like your sound,
exactly,
like
exactly.
over here, like like unless you're Rihanna, you can't really get away with shit.
You have to make it festival shit like that.
I know you said you write your shit or your shit. There's this rumor. I want to know if you believe it or not. I've always heard this nigga Jay-Z don't write nothing now. Like, he just go into the stew and just rap. Like, how do you think that's some shit you'd ever be that you get to that point?
yeah, I got some songs where I didn't write nothing down when we did that shit. Like some songs just
Straight freestyle.
Yeah, some songs just come right then and there. Like we go in there and just lay it down, throw the headphones on and go. Some songs I write, but like he'll tell you like most of my songs I won't even have like completed. We'll just catch a hook or whatever, say that shit, and then it just be easy. It be on some like that type shit, like some Jay-Z shit. It don't be nothing like
I feel like the hook. Once you got a hook that's a real good hook, that's what it's supposed to be like. Like I feel like
I always
there be
wanted to do
songs
it.
where niggas is really rapping their ass off, and
Yeah,
they rapping good, but the hook is. And that's why
Trash,
Drake is so
right.
good, because
Yeah.
Drake is like the hook king.
Trash.
Like Drake and Future, the
He gets
niggas
to- he
is hook
gets to-
king.
That's what I always listen to. Like you feel me? Like Future, like.
Like,
my
nigga, I
idol.
still like turn off the light. That's so catchy to this day. Like that's still my shit.
When I first
like.
heard Racks on Racks.
Oh, Racks
like,
on
when
Racks on Racks.
When you first heard that shit back in the day, it was like, what the hell?
Ain't no ring, ring, ring.
Yeah.
Like Future was on this hook shit for real. Where it's like back in the day, I didn't even know what the fuck the nigga was saying, but the hooks was
Right.
so catchy. I'm like, Future my favorite rapper. But if you told me to really say like a lyric from his actual rap besides the hook, I'm like, I don't fucking like now I do, but before I'm like, yeah, this nigga Future, his voice crazy, the hooks is crazy, they make that banging like.
I rock with Future, but I rock with his Purple Rain album the most. Like I rock that shit hard. I don't know.
That one was heat.
That's my favorite.
I rock one of those every album.
I fucked with the shit with him and Drake did. Whatever.
Okay.
I think that was one of the
Yeah.
best.
What a
That
time
was-
is live.
That's literally what
Yeah,
made
why does
so
that have to
many.
be-
What's that?
Yeah, that shit was hard.
2016.
2015.
15.
Came out.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
2015.
don't remember.
Yeah, that's what literally why that album made it like that summer so good for me, bro. Like that, like every time I hopped in the whip, niggas already knew what I was playing. Like there's you got no requests. Yeah, I need acknowledgement. If I got it in time, that was my shit. Like that.
March Madness is good too.
March Madness.
That's good.
That's a GOAT song.
His new album was fucking crazy.
Crazy,
bro.
crazy.
Having his diversity over the years is just been crazy.
Yeah.
Future got this shit really like he's locked in with
Yeah.
this shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
Yo,
bro,
Doug
bro.
too. Doug is nice.
Doug
Don't
too.
speak about him. Yes. But he's nice.
Which
Which
Doug?
place?
42 Doug?
Nah, Young
Nah.
Thug.
Oh, I think you said Doug. I'm like 42
Nah.
Doug is falling off. Yeah. Like, you know who I fuck with a lot?
He had a season.
What do you call him? What's that nigga's name? He ain't drop. EST.
Oh, SDG?
Yeah, I fuck with that nigga's vibe. Like that shit, that nigga be making me like I be on some lazy shit. I'm like, man, I need to go get some fucking money, bro. Like that nigga make me feel like I don't be going
doing
hard
enough.
Yeah,
facts.
like for real.
Yeah.
You know, you got another question?
I have one last question. My last question is, if you had like 50 bands right now, and
You gotta do more than that.
I mean, what you gonna say? They gonna let you get away with 50 bands for a feature. Like, they don't really care. Who would you choose? It's like, alright, just 50 bands, you can choose whatever artist.
Whatever artist, 50
You can
bands.
feature.
Damn. Right now, 50
Right
bands.
now.
Like the number one artist I want to work with.
Yeah.
If I can get away with that, like it's definitely gonna either be Drake, Future, or Dirk. Like you feel me? I definitely gotta listen to Kodak. You know, fuck with Yak.
Shout out to Kodak,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out.
I feel like
You
he's so
know how
underrated.
he's old,
He's so
bro.
underrated,
I fuck
bro.
with
Yeah,
Kodak.
Kodak, yeah.
Heavy,
I
bro.
feel like he's underrated,
Heavy.
bro. And they got me through
Yeah.
some time sometimes. You know, listening to some of this shit. Like you know.
I be feeling that nigga, my brother, for real. Like, the way I be arguing with niggas for Kodak, bro, you would think the nigga, like, yo, like, I grew up with the nigga. I love that nigga, bro. Like, especially because, like, he's zoned up and he really show niggas what, like, especially, like, what real Haitian niggas is really capable of
For
doing.
sure.
Like, yeah, I mean, ain't on no bitch shit, standing there, you know, standing 10 toes and shit. Like, that's Yak, bro. That's why I fuck with the nigga so heavy. Like,
Yeah, he would.
I fuck with Yak. So.
So, obviously, it's rapping, man. There's money involved,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? So, how do you guys make your money, man?
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, so we get paid for some shows. You know, some shows they pay us for. We get paid for, you know, ticket sales and stuff like that. So that's what we be trying to promote so hard. We trying to get everybody in because the venue get paid, we get paid, everybody get paid, everybody
Yeah,
happy.
off the bat.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all get a good show. But yeah, so
Yeah.
features.
The crowd you bring in, like,
Yeah, the crowd you bring in, it really matters too.
Mhm.
And it's hard up here too when you with the weather. Sometimes you might be like,
Yeah,
damn.
we started with
We
the
get,
weather, bro.
I swear to God, they love doing the most shows in the wintertime. They
Yeah.
want to get them shits
But
out. in
it
the
makes
wintertime.
sense though, cause it's like wintertime shit slow down, so the venue's gonna need a way to get more people in. So it's like, yo, nigga, we booking you so you could
Bring in the
bring in the
yeah,
bread. Like,
yeah,
yo,
bring in
it's
the
slow
vibe.
right now, so that's why that makes sense.
Which makes sense for
so
sure.
have you guys started getting paid from Apple Music and Spotify yet? None?
Yeah, we got some shit from Apple Music and shit. Like, you know, I gotta actually file an Apple Music tax. Apple Music sent me a W-2. But like, one thing with Apple, like, a stream is a half a cent. So a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
So y'all too, if you stream Him Brown, you listen to Him Brown, y'all just pay me a penny. You feel me? So when you see a couple hundreds in your shit on Apple, it's good because I'm always promoting on Apple. But on Spotify, I don't be.
What about YouTube? Like YouTube, the
Yeah.
views really get you paid for real. Like,
Yeah, the views do, and your subscribers though. I think you gotta have like 100,000.
are you on
subscribers.
TikTok?
I got a TikTok. They telling me I need to start
You
TikTok.
gotta start using
Yeah,
TikTok, bro.
I gotta tell me
TikTok
that
done
shit.
made so many
Yeah.
rappers blow up,
crazy.
bro.
From
like,
10-second
like
snippet.
yo, 10,
Yeah.
yeah, 10, like,
Like
nigga,
the-
like
those
Ice
super
Spice and shit like
challenges.
that, like all the
Yeah.
little, like TikTok really done made like those little, like just quick little samples and shit. It's like, oh, everybody wants like, all right, they go from hearing the sound on TikTok now. It's like they looking you up, they
Yeah.
playing your shit all the time. Like, oh, they looking you up on Apple, they looking you up on fucking
You get the
Spotify.
viewers like
Like,
that.
TikTok is really one of those places that, as an artist,
I'm gonna hear
definitely promote yourself, like promote your own sound, like on your own videos.
Yeah.
Is it like it's going if it gets looped enough, people gonna add your sound to the favorite. Now,
Mhm.
boom, they want to know, oh, who's Book Bag, da da da. Now they looking at via music.
Yeah.
And from there, it's like now you got a fan base, like a crazy fan base, like a lot of shit. Like, nigga, who's the remember that kid, the Corvette? Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Nigga, TikTok literally made that
That was
nigga
his
blow
only
up.
Yeah,
because-
from down there.
Yeah.
That
he,
shit-
he was snitching, so
He
that's
snitched, so that
yeah,
shit
he
got
snitched.
that shit got shot
And,
down.
and that was the thing about the pedestrian shit that they ain't do. The nigga was literally like probably never in no shit like that. He was like 14 and
Yeah.
he gave a witness statement. Niggas like, oh yeah, you're snitching. For me, I don't really think that's snitching, but you know.
Yeah. Now I feel like if you ain't in it,
Yeah.
and the whoever did it is just sloppy, that's different. You know,
Yeah.
you can't fault somebody for you being sloppy. But if someone's doing it with you, man, you can. That's that gunner shit that we was talking about.
That's it.
Damn.
But yo, book bag. I like book bag.
Yeah,
I like book bag. I know I ain't gonna take it a booty way, but book bag, I fuck with it. I like simple shit. That's why yeah. Well, it was a pleasure having you, bro.
Definitely.
I look
Appreciate y'all
forward-
having me.
Sure.
Definitely look forward to some of your new projects coming out.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely a fan. Like I like it. Like when I like like certain shit, like I really do like it.
Appreciate that.
I start playing for my friends and shit. I be like, yo, just you wait, nigga. This,
Yeah,
they'll tell
for
you.
sure.
You know what I mean? So I fuck with it, man. I hope you you just grow more as an artist. Don't get cocky. Don't get like I mean, be cocky and shit. But obviously take your manager's advice and and just progress. Like music is just always changing.
Yeah.
So you can't just stay still. Like you can't stay on that same that's what
Always
we're talking about.
changing.
Future. Like Future has just literally like as music changed, he just found a way to him and Drake and shit just found a way to keep staying with the fucking new times and shit. Like Drake made the fucking disco album, whatever they did.
Yeah.
And niggas was like, what the fuck? But guess what? The white people in the club was fucking loving it.
For
You know what I
sure.
mean? Like,
For
so
sure.
it's like, nigga, he knew, like, they was all dropping pop. It's like, this is the year pop is gonna be hot.
Yeah.
You drop your pop shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah, I'm big on making the vibes and always staying with the time. I feel like I was ahead of my time because like he said before, when I first came to him, I was like on auto tune. Nobody was on that type shit like that or listening to too much of that. I was already like trying to do that. After we finish the podcast, I'll definitely show y'all some shit so y'all can see like some of the growth.
Yeah.
How far like it came from all of that. So
Yes, sir. Any shout out you guys want to give before we wrap it up?
Shout out y'all. Shout out Royal Revolution. You feel me? Appreciate the
Yes,
love.
sir.
Appreciate y'all having us. Yeah, Royal TV, all that.
What about you, bro?
most definitely shout out to Royal TV having me up here. Shout out to the whole team, my producers, SD Beats, Hustler,
Sure.
Maxo Icy, shout out SK, shout out a few artists I definitely work with. Chiz Koppel, EOTF, a lot of people like that.
Definitely little hitter, all of them.
Lil Hitter, everybody, Suave and Smooth, a lot of
You know,
lot of
on and
artists.
on.
Shout out to my daughter. And, that's a fact. She keep me going. Little Charlie, for sure.
Yes, sir. Well, you got anything to say?
Y'all already know what time it is. It's tax season, man.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
baby.
Upscale, man. We
She
in the
taxes with
building.
Upscale. Shout out to Upscale
Yes,
too, you
sir.
heard?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
another thing.
Promoting real quick. We still got our t-shirt here.
Always,
Make sure
always.
y'all come get your taxes.
Come get some money.
Yes,
Upscale,
sir.
the
With
only
your
way.
broke ass. Like, come get some money with your broke ass.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
outta
So
here.
that's all I have to say.
Yeah,
Wrap
yeah.
this
Shit up, man.
Shout out to my girl and shout out to Wiki's family and stuff like that. Be babysitting to have him be here and shit like
Oh,
that.
they real
Shout
for
out
that,
to-
they real for that.
Shout out to my support team, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
love y'all. Y'all, you know what I mean?
And one
Y'all
more.
make life a lot easier. I remember people saying having a kid was gonna be hard, but
Yeah.
I ain't saying that it's easy, but shit,
No,
y'all
it's
make
not.
it real easy. Y'all make it feel easy for me, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, and the hardest time, the most expensive time. It's feeling easy, the most expensive time. Because when we was coming up, shit was fucking cheap as hell. And it was so hard.
Facts,
wrong.
facts.
And it's hard now, so, and also, new project coming. I know we just dropped the EP, but the Purple Hearts album is definitely what this EP was leading up to. Executive produced by Hustler. And also, I want to give a shout out to Ugly Duckling, D. Phrase, that's my engineer.
Shout out to Duck,
You know,
for sure.
He was a professor at Berkeley, so that's who mixes my music and masters my music, so I definitely use that.
Yeah, the bachelors on them shits is nice. They real smooth, bro.
Mhm.
And yo, drop your tag too. Both of y'all drop your tag. Definitely drop your tag. Get your followers up.
Oh, yeah.
Follow.
Sure.
They follow you at.
I got you. I put it on the thing for
Appreciate it, appreciate
Follow
it.
me on Gram, Book Bag Boonie.
Yes,
Eric
sir.
Bell. Good luck spelling that. We got
And
you.
I want to give one last shout out to all our followers, supporters, man. We appreciate you guys. Please make sure y'all subscribe on YouTube, alright? With that being said, we out here. Deuces.